This is the first recording of my first ever solo backpacking trip. In fact, my first ever backpacking trip as well, which I'm just happening to take solo. This is my backpack. My backpack is not suited for this trip, but what can you do? What can you do? Listen, duct tape fixes everything. I'm very optimistic about this, aside from the rain that's coming in, but I brought a lot of anti-rain gear, so let's hope. Alright, catch you on the flip side. Alright, I've arrived at the point where the backpacking is actually gonna enter into kind of a hyperactive mode. It got dark a lot quicker than I thought. So I'm gonna be entering that now. And finding a place somewhere in there to set up. It looks incredibly thick, but hopefully I can find a clearing of some kind. I've been hiking for about 4 hours now. Yeah. See you when I found a spot. I think I have found my place. It's pretty deep in the woods. I had to hike like in the bush a good way. It's about 9 o'clock at the moment. I'm gonna get all this stuff cleared out, hopefully. Yeah, I mean, I'm actually pretty excited. This is really cool. Yeah, I'm going to do that now. So, see you then. It's raining. I've got the shelter set up. I still need to get my sleeping bag up. My priority was just to get everything out of the rain, and now that that's the case, I'm taking an eat. Pretty good so far. I'm gonna get I think I'm gonna get this stove set up. Oh, come on now. I'm gonna get the stove set up. And then gonna eat more. Because I'm hungry. I'm very hungry. Also, this is going to be very cramped work to get into the sleeping bag. Because this is small. Note to self for any future expeditions. Do better. Get a new backpack. Check the forecast. And yeah. Make sure things are set up out of the rain. Okay. I'll check in next once I have some dinner going. Well, so, some news for you. I was gonna have some lovely, what is this? Baked potato with steak and cheese, made fresh with, made with fresh baked potatoes, as opposed to, I don't know, canned baked potatoes. And, I was all excited. I had my little setup here, the burner all set up, and, well, turns out that the butane canister that I bought is a little too big for the friggin'... It's too big. It's too big. So, instead, I'm just gonna eat this cold. Because you know what else I didn't bring? Matches. And the little piezo, a little crystal sparker on the burner is not going to be enough. It's supposed to be cooked. If it's not cooked, it's like, I don't even know what this is. It tastes fine. It definitely is not as good as it would be if it was cooked. It's still raining. But such is life. I mean, we can't control everything. I'm having a great time. I suppose we just have to see what's next in this little adventure. So I'm going to finish up eating and then say goodnight, and that'll be it for tonight.
Well, here I am. I'll give a little house tour. I couldn't actually set up the tent properly because it was dark and raining at the same time, so I couldn't be bothered. So, this is my little window area with a lovely view out to the outside. Here am I. Hello. This is the tent. I'm not going to be using a sleeping bag or a sleeping pad tonight. I'm just going to be sleeping on the ground because I can't. It's too late. It's this rain. I need to set up before the rain. If I ever do this again, I need to set up before the rain. Thought I just heard a noise. I'm gonna try to get some sleep now. I have my alarm set for 7:45 tomorrow morning. We'll see how the sleep goes. Wish me luck. Alright. Bye-bye.
So I lied. It's 12:30, so half an hour past midnight. I've been trying to sleep since about 9:30-ish, or about 20 minutes after I ended my last video. I ate some pears, actually. They were really, really good. Hung up my bear hang a little ways away from here, and then crawled in bed as, well, I say bed. I mean, you saw in the little tour, I didn't even bother sitting on my sleeping bag. The rain, I think, is letting up a little bit. It has been slow going since I didn't have time to fully set up the tent. It's kind of collapsing around me, and the tent itself is almost acting like a sleeping bag, except, you know, with none of the insulation or padding or warmth or anything. It's almost like having just your, pulling your fitted sheet around you rather than actually having, like, a comforter. It gets the job done, but it leaves something to be desired. Yeah, oh boy, here comes the rain again. It'll go on and off in little spurts. And by on and off, I mean heavy rain versus light rain. Currently we're in a lull, but I can hear it coming. Yeah. I don't know. I was bored. I was trying to sleep. Couldn't sleep, so I thought I'd do this instead. Ba-dee-ba-dee-ba. Yeah. I think that's about it. I'm gonna try and get some sleep now. I'm gonna try and get more sleep now. Fare thee well, or, good night, or whatever they say. Good morning. Just coming back from doing my morning business. The temperature at the moment is, I don't actually know. It's cold. It turns out when when you're completely soaked, well, not completely, but okay, steady. When you're in an area that's almost completely soaked, turns out that gets pretty damn cold. So I'm gonna warm up a bit. I don't have to be out here until about 9. So I'm gonna do what I can to warm up. And maybe eat some breakfast while I'm at it. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. See you at breakfast time, I suppose.
Good morning. Alright, so I took a little stock, and things aren't so bad as they seem. I'm having the Breakfast of Champions, also known as what's left of my Powerade from last night. I got thirsty in the middle of the night and took a drink. I've got my Frog Togs brand raincoat hanging up somewhere over. Oh, there it is. Hanging up over there to dry. Yeah, it's dry because it's dripping wet. The sleep itself, less than desirable. There was no rain protection, and everything is wet, including me. Fortunately, I was able to keep the front of my sweater dry, and the inside of my sweater is mostly dry. There are patches where there's water leaking through, but it's neither here nor there. I'm hoping that I can put back on that raincoat eventually and use that as a barrier between myself and all of my wet gear, so that I don't get even more wet or cold. Because at that point, or at this point, the thing that worries me most is the cold. Like even now, I just took my hands out of the sweater, and it's already starting to come back. I can see my breath forming in front of me. Being chilled in these situations is not good. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna break camp. I'm gonna try to pack everything away as neatly as I can. I'm gonna finish this Powerade. Sorry about the shaking. Nothing I can do about that. And then I'm gonna hike out of here. 7 miles, baby. Let's go. A little wet there. You can see where my elbows were digging into the dirt down there. Hello, flashlight. Because there was one time where I was just hunched over praying to fall asleep, and I couldn't. And I was just like kind of in a hunched over prone position, and that's where my elbows were digging in. Wow. Time to say goodbye to the old campsite. I must say, I will not be missing it. I'll be missing the trip, but I'll choose a different site next time. Preferably one with a little less rain. Bye-bye. I'm lost. I must consult the map. Yikes. Found the road. Whew. That was a good trek through the back country. Time to start the 7-mile walk back in the fog. Foggy rain, mistiness. Next time I check in, we'll be at about the roughly halfway point. See you there. I'm being chased by this lovely dog here. Looks like he's going back. Best of luck, doggo. I wish you well on your travels. Civilization. I've wandered back into civilization. Only another about 3 more miles to go. I believe in the dream, in the heart of the cards. I don't think a sign has ever looked so beautiful as this one. I'm back in familiar territory, baby. Let's go. I'd say about a good hour until I'm actually back. Oh. Let's do this. Final stretch. Almost. Almost there. And there's good old campus. Well, I think that's going to do it for my first backpacking excursion, solo or otherwise. I had a lot of fun. I didn't get much sleep, but I did have a lot of fun. I'm definitely going to do this again. I mean, there's just something so special about being out there by yourself. Yeah, I mean, I can't put it in words. My trusty stick, which held up my shelter last night, survived the rain and will be coming with me on any future excursions. But yeah, until then, fare thee well.